So, today we're in the State Library of Queensland, John Oxley Library, and I'm chatting with Anna Rosling, co-author of Factfulness. So, welcome to Queensland and welcome to the State Library of Queensland, Anna.
Thank you so much.
So, can you tell us what's the your favourite thing about visiting a library?
I have to say that I like, usually it's a very welcoming atmosphere, and it's a place where you can do a lot of different things, and you can spend time, and usually free of charge. A lot of other things you do always cost money.
Yes.
And having the access to all the books, of course.
Mm-hmm. And talking of books, have they actually influenced the work that you've done?
Of course it has, of course. And I think it's having libraries is of course important so that people can access books without having to purchase them.
Yeah. And no doubt you visit the library with your daughter and enjoy reading as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did it actually more when they were young, because
Yes.
we live very close by a library. So nowadays they can actually go themselves. But when they were very small, we were there quite a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, in Sweden.
Yes. And do you see a role for libraries in spreading factfulness and a factfulness way of thinking?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I haven't really thought about how factfulness could be spread, because of course, libraries could play an important role, because I think the whole idea is trying to shape up the way we are thinking, and of course, having access to the library and all the resources is part of that, because to be factful, you need to have access to facts.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
And I'm not sure if you realise it, but this week in Australia, we are celebrating Library and Information Week all across the nation.
I had no idea.
So it's a perfect coincidence to have you here at the State Library this week. And each year we have a theme, and the theme this year is Truth, Integrity and Knowledge. So a perfect fit for your talk this evening.
It sounds perfect.
Yes.
I agree, yeah.
And have you thought about the role of libraries in the future? There's often a lot of talk about them disappearing, that we don't need them, that there's Google and things like that. But do you see a role for libraries in the future?
Yeah, I think maybe parts of the infrastructure might vary over time.
Yes.
But I would say having a place where it's free access to information, where you have people who are skilled that can help you to find it, I think that will always play an important role.
Yes.
Maybe it will look different
Yes.
on different times, but I think it will be important.
Yes. And of course, Sweden has fantastic libraries and has an international reputation for the libraries. And I know from my readings that they're very much a place for the community to come together. And enjoy the facilities, but also being a community together as well.
Yes.
Yes. And I know you've only just arrived in Queensland, but did you have any first impressions of Brisbane and the State Library of Queensland?
Starting with Brisbane, I have to say I've been staying here at the South Bank and been strolling along the river.
Yes.
And been pretty amazed about the open spaces that people seem to use in a very nice way. So, and the beach.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
And everything, yeah.
So you've had a chance to enjoy the beach at South Bank?
Actually, my daughter, she accidentally stepped into it this morning with her shoes on. So we have experienced it somewhat, but that was more of an accident.
Yes.
But yeah, I think that part, it looks very welcoming and nice. And coming here to the library, I have to say it looks very beautiful, and it feels like it could facilitate quite a lot of people with different interests. And we had where there was live music going on by the entrance in the cafe, and you could see all these people sitting by the computers downstairs. It looked very beautiful. It looked like a place a lot of people could actually use.
Yes, absolutely. And of course, Australia is a long way from Sweden, but I think we know a lot about each other's countries. Yeah. And is there something that you've been intrigued about Australia in planning to come to Australia?
Oh, that was a good question. Yeah, it was pretty, I have to say, I've been pretty interested to see what it's like here, because with the strong influences that are more European, understanding how it feels being here. I have to say I was pretty interested to see that. And being here, I feel it feels quite a lot as when I was living in California for a few years.
Yes, yes.
And I have to say that I feel very much at home, like I did in California in the same way.
Okay. And are you currently working on another book?
We're still a bit overwhelmed.
Yes.
So first, the first half year after, we were saying there will never ever be a new book.
Yes.
And then gradually we started talking about different things that we should think about for the next book. So we're not currently working on a particular book, but we started talking about ways forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I know this evening we have a full house in our auditorium of people who are very interested to hear more about Factfulness. So I'd like to thank you for making the time to visit us here in Brisbane and at the State Library of Queensland, and certainly hope that you enjoy the rest of your stay in Australia. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.